Hey, in case you don't know this mug, it's Rock Newman. I love you guys, and I am going to introduce a video that could save your life. The Minister of Wellness, Nathaniel Jordan, is about to present to you a fairly short lecture on the incredible damage that is being done to our community and throughout the country as a result of the horrible standard American diet that we are consuming. Mental illness, crushing, debilitating, damaging violence in our community is destroying too many families. Please take a listen and give me your thoughts after you have had an opportunity to view this life-giving and life-saving, powerful, riveting video by the Minister of Wellness, Nathaniel Jordan.
The number one cause of death in black males ages 14 through 35 is homicide. Aggression and violence continues to plague our communities, yet not one social effort to address this problem focuses on the role our brain-damaging diet plays in violence. Unhealthy foods even perpetuate drug addiction and other crimes, which are precursors to homicide. Oh yes, the science on these things has existed in stone for decades. It's just been hidden from the masses. It's a pipe dream to believe we will ever stop killing each other without addressing the root cause of mental illness: diet. Compared to whites, black Americans living in inner cities are less likely to complete high school, have a 47% greater chance of having high blood pressure, have an 80% greater chance of experiencing a fatal stroke. This is fast food genocide at work. Have a 50% greater risk of dying from heart disease, twice as likely to have diabetes, 4 times more likely to have severe kidney disease. We're more likely to get cancer and die from it. We're more than twice as likely to get Alzheimer's disease. And we're more than 10 times as likely to suffer a stroke. These terrible health statistics are directly linked to diet. In addition to the above, diminished concentration and intelligence are also associated with an unhealthy diet. It's high time we understand and accept without a shadow of a doubt that we are what we eat. We're passing down damaged genes and DNA to our children, leading to the perpetuation of the myth of genetic superiority by influential races who support eugenics. However, our health and brain function and chronic diseases are primarily the result of environment and diet exposure, with a relatively small component of genetic predisposition. So I don't care what your big pharma controlled puppet of a medical doctor told you or told you about your child. Nutrition overpowers genetics. As a matter of fact, nutrition can change your genetics. The Nazis knew this way back in the 1920s and 30s, which is why Adolf Hitler was a vegan. It's too uncomfortable and too much of a pride killer for some to recognize that their efforts to improve the condition of our people ain't gonna mean nothing if in the long run, if while you're supposed to be helping our people, you're feeding them the devil's foods, which help put them in that condition in the first place. But for the sake of our children, it's time that we get uncomfortable before it's too late. I despise Breast Cancer Awareness Month and Prostate Cancer Awareness Month and all these disease awareness months. They're nothing but money-making false hope rackets. If our people would simply eat a plant-rich diet, we could bankrupt them criminals. The high people get from processed foods is greater than any other stimulant on the planet. And this is why people who overcome they'll overcome illegal drug addiction, find it way more difficult to overcome legal drug food addiction. We have let the demonic food industry turn us into a nation of illogical lab rats. This is true wickedness at work. As you can see, they test the junk foods on rats who will eat the franken foods until their stomach explodes. And then they feed it to us. And we eat the foods until our heart explodes. Until our cells become so rotten, they clump together, form a tumor, and eat up everything from the inside out until the cancer patient dies 80 pounds. What I have just described to you is the greatest weapon of mass destruction this world has ever seen, bar none. The standard American diet. It's a weapon so addicting that the targets for destruction are willing to kill themselves and kill their children than to give up the pleasure they get from the substance. I had a brother trying to argue with me that the number one thing black people should be focusing on is economics. Nonsense! How in the world can you achieve economic sustainability if you're brain damaged? And what difference does it make if you achieve great economics if you get sick, throw all your money away to the medical industry, and then die in your 30s and 40s and 50s? That's the death train that most Americans are riding on. No, excellent health must be the foundation of the upliftment of our people. I mean, you just could not design a better diet to create mental illness if you pay the devil himself to do it. The standard American diet does not contain the vast amount of micronutrients and fatty acid balance to enable our brains to develop and function normally. Chronic anger, depression, and mental inflexibility are symptoms of subclinical nutritional deficiencies that are extremely common. As a matter of fact, a CNN poll carried out in December of 2015 revealed that 69% of Americans are angry. These are the foods, as I slowly come to an end, we should be eating and feeding our children. The G-bombs. Everyone should have this acronym memorized. Greens, beans, onions, mushrooms, berries, and seeds. The miraculous healing power in these foods are beyond anything you can possibly imagine. These foods are the cure to mental illness. These foods can help start the healing process from the violence and drug addiction wreaking havoc in our communities. People wonder why I get so excited and passionate. And yet whenever one police officer kills one of our people, mass protesting. Well, I'm here to tell you this afternoon that 300 black people die every day from heart disease. And if nobody's going to protest about that, so help me God, I'll be the one. Out of 500 black people die every day, only one of those deaths come from outside of our race. All the rest of them come from the standard American diet. We're focusing on the mosquito that's biting us while we're being ran over by a stampede of elephants. Equal opportunity can only begin with the gift of a healthy brain. It's high time for a health revolution in Black America. And the mountains are mighty. Just look at our communities. Look at the decrepit position we're in. The mountains are definitely mighty. The storms are being destructive. And the valleys may seem too wide. But I have determined in my heart that no matter how weary I may get, and I get weary, the truth about health and wellness will rise. My brothers and sisters, so help me God, I will not stop preaching the truth about health and wellness to my people until wellness runs down like waters and healing as a mighty stream. I will not stop until complete mental healing in our black youth has occurred. And therefore they shall beat their guns in the plowshares and their knives in the pruning hooks. Black person shall no longer fight black person anymore. Throughout even our most violent communities, neither shall they learn to war against each other anymore. I will not stop until the knowledge concerning the miraculous healing power of the medicine foods of God covers all of the black race. As the waters cover the sea, I will not stop until we sing a new song different than what we sang during the civil rights era. Here's how the new song will go. We overcame deep in my heart. I did believe we would overcome. Amen.